Welcome back to Table Smashers, folks. I'm with my main man, Todd. We usually do this on a Monday, but we had to push it back, waiting on the New England Patriots game, so we can actually have some discussion on that and tell you guys our thoughts and what we got out of it. But nonetheless, man, before we even get into anything, Todd, man, how was your weekend? How was your Thanksgiving? How's everything going, man?
Thanksgiving was great. My wife's Dominican, so we had some delicious
Nice.
Dominican food. We had a Dominican style Thanksgiving. It was awesome, and the Bills won on Sunday, which made it even better.
Nice. It's funny you said she's Dominican because I usually get confused for a Dominican.
I thought you were too when we first met.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm actually half black, half Puerto Rican.
yeah. I remember you telling me. Yes,
Yeah, but most people think, hey, you Dominican. I say, listen, it's same thing, man. Whatever, man.
it's all the same.
It's all the same thing,
Yep,
man. But so that's good, man. So everybody's all right. Thanksgiving was great.
it was great. Being with the family is always great.
Excellent, man. Listen, it's a pretty good, pretty interesting weekend, man. Pretty
It
interesting
was.
weekend.
The Bills. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back because when we finished the podcast
Mhm.
last week, you asked we talked about predictions for the Steelers game, and I made a couple of points that actually came to fruition. One of them was I said it wasn't going to be. I think they'll win. I said I think
Right,
it'll be 26-19. They got their 26 points. They gave up not 19. They gave up only 7, which was great. I remember
right.
saying it wasn't going to be a sexy, exciting victory. It was just going to be win and move on. I think they did that. And I mentioned the defense getting a defensive touchdown, which happened. Uh,
Definitely
the Bosa sack, just destroying Rodgers, and then the fumble,
love
the
it.
fumble, and then the pickup by our boy Bernard, not Bernard, Benford to
Definitely.
score the touchdown. We got the 2 defensive turnovers. I talked about that. So that all happened. That was great. Josh can actually stay married one more week.
Listen, you and I had a discussion on that, man. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I mean, listen, I wish him nothing but the best in his marriage, but we need him to pull through for us, man. We need him to stay
Yep.
focused. We need to stay locked in, and that's just pretty much it. But you're right. You did hit on that 5 leg parlay. Everything you said did
I wish.
happen.
I
And
wish.
listen, you that was big, man. You called it. I got to give you it. You called it, and it's on record. It's on record. You saying it nonetheless, and that's great, man. Listen, as far as the AFC goes, everything played out yesterday, especially with the New England Patriots getting that win, advancing to 10-2. I'll just say this: I'm not
Yeah.
hating, but I don't think they've really played anybody. I think,
I haven't.
uh, I, I think next when they come off they bye, and once we're done with the Bengals, I think that's their true test, and I think our Buffalo Bills will show up. You know how we talk every day, like I don't know what Bills team is gonna show up. I think the Bills have heard the rumblings, and I
Yep.
think the Bills gonna hand them their ass. The Bills are gonna let them know. Listen, you may win the division because we lost some games that we may have lost, but we're here to let you know that you guys just ain't gonna be walking in the park and talking crazy.
They are. The Patriots are doing what they're supposed to do. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. They had their biggest win is against us for sure. That it kind of ignited them.
Absolutely.
And they've got the coach, they've got the young quarterback, they've got 2 running backs, they got the receiver, they got a good tight end. But you know what? They haven't played anybody. Other than us, they have not played. They played a Joe Burrow-less Bengals. They played the garbage Giants. They played. They beat the horrible Dolphins. I think they might have had the Titans in there somewhere, but whatever. They haven't played anybody of any significance. But give them credit; they're doing what they got to do. And Vrabel is a fantastic coach. He's a great coach. They can be had. Let them keep winning. Let them keep winning. I'm telling you, they can be had. They can be the 1 seed. They're going to get knocked off. They're not going to go to the Super Bowl this year. I really firmly believe that.
Listen, a million percent. I'll be honest with you. I don't even think they could pass the first round of playoffs. I mean, if they obviously they get the first seed,
Yeah.
they'll get the bye. But I don't. I think they dropped their first game
Well, they
again.
might they might face us
And again, I'll repeat:
possibly. Yeah.
they'll drop their first game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So,
right.
nonetheless, like you said, I agree. I think that they winning the games they should be winning,
Yep.
and so hats goes off to them. Listen, you can't take
Yeah.
none away from them. That they doing
No.
what they're supposed to. Unlike us,
Yeah.
we've dropped some games we had no business dropping.
Absolutely.
But for the first time, that Patriots team has had some injuries.
Yes.
Listen, they were completely healthy leading up to this week. This is the first
Yeah.
week they went into into the game with injuries.
Yeah.
Unlike us, that since about week 2, we've been having guys nicked up one way or the other. So again, aside from having one of the weakest schedules and playing a fourth place schedule, aside from that, they've been healthy. So they've been doing what they're supposed to do. Listen,
yeah.
They spent the most money in the offseason as far as acquiring players and so forth. Salute to them. They've done what they're supposed to, but I think that it's going to be coming to an end, man.
It's ironic because Vrabel's their head coach, and May is much better. At least I think he's going to be better than Tannehill. But if you remember, those Titan teams, a couple of those teams were number 1 seeds too. And
Absolutely.
They weren't Super Bowl teams. They just weren't. They were in a weak division, and they won the games they had to. Vrabel's great. He got them ready every week. But they never went to a Super Bowl, and they were the 1 seed. I want to say a couple of times. The Patriots might have been, but I think 1 time, maybe 2, they were the 1 seed.
They
or the Chiefs were the 1 seed, or whatever. But the 2 seed, but they were the 1 seed a couple of times.
Vrabel he's a good guy. He's going to get the best out of his guys. That
Absolutely.
I give him. And the team is responding to him. I think the team is receptive to him.
Yeah.
And we repeat, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I just think that again, and we've kind of seen. You know what? I shouldn't say this, but because you can argue what I'm saying, and you have a reason for saying it. Drake May, the guy can throw a ball. That he can do.
He's going to be good.
He don't. You know what? I'm gonna just stay away from that comment because again, like I said, it can go either way. I'm just gonna say that Drake May is a second-year quarterback, and there's times that you can see that he's a second-year quarterback.
Listen, C.J. Stroud, remember his it was his rookie year, and Jaden Daniels, and a lot of these guys, they have good seasons early, and it remains to be seen. I think he's going to be good, but I know exactly what you're saying. I agree with you.
Absolutely. Aside from the Patriots, you seen Herbert? Guy hurt his wrist, man.
I saw that. That was surprising. I didn't pay too much attention to the 1:00 games. We were decorating a tree and everything in the house. I just was focused on watching, obviously, the Bills at 4:25. But then I saw that, he had a broken hand, had some surgery, might be out a week or 2. Oh well, as long as our quarterback's healthy. And it was a great Thanksgiving set of games. The Chiefs, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Ravens are in trouble. The Bengals are going to be a spoiler. I don't think they have enough wins to get them in the playoffs, but that division's all topsy-turvy. The Steelers, not afraid of them. The Broncos are tough. They got an amazing defense. We talked about the Patriots. Who else is in the mix? Colts are kind of falling back down to earth, I think, a little bit.
Right. And I think that's going to be the Patriots story as well.
I think so. They're not going to win. They're going to win the rest of their games. It's not going to happen.
What that 10 consecutive games or
10
9
consecutive. Yeah, and there's 5. They got 5 games left.
Listen, I'm not worried about them. Again, I'll give them credit where credit is deserved. I'm not going to take away what they've done. But again, if we being honest, even if you're a Patriots fan and you're listening to this, if you're being honest with yourself, you've played absolutely nobody aside from the Buffalo Bills.
You haven't.
You beat us. You beat us by 3 points.
Yep.
Buffalo Bills turned over the ball 3 times.
We beat ourselves in that game, period.
1,000,000% agreed. As far as our Bills, we covered pretty much the AFC. Now, anything else you want to talk about around the league, or you just want to hop right into our Bills?
No, we can get right into Buffalo.
What's your thoughts, man? Josh Allen didn't have his best game, but nonetheless, the Buffalo Bills won, and you and I discuss this all the time. I don't care how you do it. Just find a way to win. Fight, scratch, survive, and roll over to next week, and that's all that matters. Josh Allen, last game, went 15 for 23 for 123 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Yeah.
And again, he finds a way to keep turning over the ball. He ran for 1 touchdown as well, which pretty much gave him the record for most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback with 76.
Yeah.
Again, didn't have his best game, but he did enough. And you and I discussed it while we was texting. Once he got hit, we knew.
He came alive.
Absolutely. And he needs to get his cage. Hate to say it.
Yes.
But he needs to get his cage rattled
a little bit
from time to time so he can just wake up and snap out of it, man.
That was the key. That's what got the game going. It was him just coming out of that sulking kind of like I don't know what's going on to okay, now we're gonna play some football. Heyward got him fired up. You know,
Right.
they had a little beef with each other there after I don't know what it was. Josh was running for a first down or something, and that was it. And he got fired up. And listen, when you run the ball 29 times, you run the same play. They ran the same running play 29 times on the
Yep.
Steelers. Kudos. If that's how you got to win, I don't give a shit. You know, win like
I
that.
agree.
I mentioned it to you in our text. I said, if Josh has got to be a game manager, let him be a game manager because there's going to be a point in the game where he's going to have to be Josh Allen, whether it's in the red zone, rushing for a touchdown or first down. That's the Josh Allen that we know. If he can't throw for 300 yards, but we're killing it in the running game and our defense is playing great, and he's just kind of a manager most of the game, I don't care. Let it. That's fine as long as we win.
I don't care what they got to do to get it done. Just get it done. Listen, Josh Allen got his MVP. Last year, I don't care about his numbers no more. Even, although
Nope.
he's 10 touchdowns shy from continue his streak of having 40, right? But
Yeah.
listen, if that don't
I don't
happen,
care.
I give two shits about it, man.
I don't care about that.
Like I'm real happy with what the display that the Buffalo Bills did this past week. And listen, they controlled the ball for 41 minutes and 59 seconds.
It was
A
great.
second short of 52 minutes to the Steelers 18, right?
Great.
And they had 26 first downs. The
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills kept the Steelers off the field.
Yeah.
Steelers only held the ball for 18 minutes. Buffalo Bills had the ball for nearly 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Every week is going to be different.
It
Every
is.
week
That's
is
what
going to
this
be
team
different.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. So whatever it is that you got to do to get it done, listen, find a way to get it done, and that's what it is. I'm happy with that.
I think next week going into the Bengals game, which is a huge game, but first of all, every game we have going forward is kind of a mini playoff game for us. We can't really afford to lose. Like I said, maybe what do we got? We're 4 losses, 2 more games at the most, and if we do that, we're still going to be maybe struggling to get a 6 or 7 seed. So we got to keep our wins in the conference. We got that Eagles game coming up. That'll be another test. But anyway, the Bengals game coming up, their defense is awful. All right. Their offense now is elite with Joe Burrow. Everybody's healthy now. They've got Cody Brown. They've got the running back. They've got obviously all world receivers. They got a nice tight end in Gesicki, and obviously they got Burrow. So offensively, they're ready. They're ready to play.
He,
Defensively, the
he,
big, huh?
he threw for 261 yards this past
Yeah,
week.
he was
Not
great
bad.
coming off the injury. Yeah,
2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
yeah,
He did well, man. 20. I mean, he threw the ball a lot. He threw the ball 46 times.
yeah. No, he threw the ball a lot. They took care of business. Their job now is they got to win every game and have a lot of help, but they're going to be a spoiler. They're gonna mess up teams' playoff positioning going forward. I think that's what their job is going to be. Defensively, the Bengals are awful. If we can establish the run like we did against the Steelers, and stick to that formula and see if the Bengals can figure it out and stop us. If that's how we got to win again, that's awesome. Because when the playoffs come around, what do you need? You need defense and a running game. Period.
Absolutely.
And we showed that this past week.
Absolutely. No, listen, I agree with that. The only thing that worries me for some reason, I've never liked the way the Buffalo Bills have sized up against the Cincinnati Bengals. And
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, that playoff loss left a very bad taste in my mouth.
yeah,
And until we get a couple of W's
yeah.
against that team, I'm always gonna be But even at that, you and I spoke about it, and we said you never know what Buffalo Bills team is gonna show up.
No, no.
I think the players said it. You and I both said it. I think something clicked after Heyward did what he did.
Yep.
I
He
think
got
something.
well. So yeah, he got into it with Josh. Josh doesn't take any shit. He's gonna fight back.
Mhm.
And the two backup linemen that were filling in for Dawkins and Spencer Brown came to Josh's help, Anderson and Vandermark, and
Vandermark.
they played great. They played
They
great.
sure did. Even Josh gave him kudos.
They played great, and they stepped up to Heyward and the defense and said, "You're not messing with this guy." So that got everybody fired up. It was awesome.
I agree with that. They didn't get bullied, unlike what we seen the week before. Them guys, like I said, they stepped up. They played well. I think you said it. You called it. Listen, keep feeding James Cook, man. Run the ball, run them to death.
Yeah, yeah.
Run them to death.
They ran a two-back offense. They had um, our boy there, 26. He was helping out a little bit in the backfield,
Ah, Ty
and
Johnson.
yep. And they ran the same play 29 times. They ran the same running play. That's high school ball right there.
It really is. Like I said, and you and I spoke about it all fair. I don't know if it was either. Listen, Joe Brady's not off the hook with me, so I don't know if
No,
it was actually
no.
a good strategy or the Pittsburgh Steelers played that bad. So
They played. Yeah.
I'm not giving no kudos just yet, man.
No, no. Joe Brady's still on my naughty list, and everything worked for him just because the Steelers, like we said, it was twofold. The Bills did what they had to do. The Steelers didn't even adjust to the running
Nope.
game. They didn't fill the box. They did. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't care what's going on with them. They didn't
Right.
adjust, and we took advantage of it. And that's the way it is. Sorry, dude.
Absolutely. I know Aaron Rodgers hates playing against us, man.
Yeah.
He listen. I know he hates playing against us. Any more standouts for you? As far not standouts, anybody who else? Your boy Keon Coleman finally made an appearance. He had a touchdown on 3 targets, 2 receptions, and 9 total yards. But
Don't call him my boy. He's not my boy. It's not my
I
boy.
apologize. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna apologize. You know what? Because you're absolutely right. You're
Nah,
absolutely right. My
I'm down
apologies.
on him still too.
Listen, I'm hoping he can get it together, man. Hopefully,
Of
they can
course.
maybe play him in another position, and hopefully he turn things around. Listen, it only benefit him. It'll only benefit the Buffalo Bills. So, listen, I'm I'm gonna ride with him or give him a shot to the end
Of
of the season.
course. He got a pass last week because they didn't really need him to do anything. And
Mm-hmm.
he survived another week too. And he caught the touchdown. Listen, he caught the touchdown. He was wide open. It wasn't like it was a tough catch. Josh made a great play on that throw. He was getting pressured a little bit, and he got that right in
Absolutely,
there. He was buying some time, and I was like, this dude's going to get sacked, and he got rid of it. Josh had a great game. He didn't, statistically, he didn't, but that's the Josh Allen that we know and love. Tough, ran for first downs, got into it, ran for a touchdown. They pushed him in there, made the nice throw to Keon. But yeah, Keon got another pass. We didn't need our receivers at
right?
all, at all.
He lives to see another week.
Exactly.
At least with us, he does.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right. Josh Allen, he did what he had to do to win the game. He play again. Statistically, he didn't fly off the charts, but
No.
listen, he ain't make no stupid mistakes outside of maybe the first quarter.
Yeah.
And again, he did what he got to do. Listen, I'm definitely not gonna knock Josh on that
Ever.
because you and I both have been a little harsh on him lately because we, as Bills fans, that's our golden child.
That's it.
So we look to blame everybody else before we look to blame him. And you and
Yeah.
I have both been completely honest and said this guy deserves some of this blame as well. And I know
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like that, but listen, we're fans, man. We're fans, and
Yeah.
we're just being honest and saying how we feel.
Yeah. I mean, some of those interceptions that he's been throwing were awful, and the one that against the Steelers early on was I don't know if Gabe didn't make the right cut, whatever, but it just was like, come on, let's not do this, and it worked out in our favor. It all worked out. Um, Another standout, Shaq Thompson. He's the new leader of the defense.
Listen,
They
listen,
cannot
it's
they
fun.
cannot sit him down. He needs to start. It needs to be the middle linebacker. He needs to start. I don't care if Bernard's back. Shaq Thompson needs to be on the field.
Listen, he had 9 total tackles, 5 of them being solo. He was
Awesome.
all over that play. He was all over
Awesome.
the place.
Yep.
He had again. I agree with that 1,000,000%. Um, listen, don't sit him down.
Don't sit
Don't
him.
don't sit him down. Guy plays with a lot of heart.
Yep. He's now the leader.
So
He's the leader now.
yeah, listen, I agree. So that's that. Listen, talk rolling into the Bills defense because anything else you want to say on offense?
No, it was
Anybody else who either
the O line did their job. Obviously, the O line did their job because we ran for We broke the record against the Steelers in their history. We ran for 250 yards against them.
Rushing in the building. Yeah, that's the most rushing yards ever allowed in their building.
In that building and in their history, even in Three Rivers at the old stadium.
Yes,
They did
you're
both
right.
records. You know what? Let's give a shout out to Ray Davis. He ran tough. He got some good yards. He looked like the Ray Davis of last year. We're going to need him going forward. And I hope that he can continue to run like that. Cook was Cook. I love that Cook caught, I don't know, I think it was 4 balls. He caught 4 catches. He had 4 catches, Cook. And we need him to do that.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
We've been talking about that for a few weeks, but so I think that's it. It was a powerful running game, not a flashy win, and that was the offense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Offense, nothing too flat. Again, just do what you gotta do to win, man. I don't care how you do it. Again, it may look different every week. So be it. If you gotta adjust to whatever your opponent gives you, then take what the game gives you, and I'm okay with that. Just find a way to win every week. Defense played well. We've been listen. I think for one, they can't stop. They can't stop a nosebleed. We know that when it comes to running the ball, our defense. But I think we've been hard on the defense because the offense hasn't been playing well. But the defense, they've actually been keeping our offense in the game.
They have been.
We spoke about that.
They. I can't knock the defense, even in the losses. Even the Falcons loss, we've talked about it. Second half, the defense played well. The Texans game, second half, the defense played well. This week was an amazing defensive effort. The Steelers on offense aren't great, but we stopped their run. We didn't let and I just saw a statistic today. We got one of the top pass defenses in the league.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I seen that also. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we allow the least amount of passing yards to quarterbacks in the entire league. We only allow quarterbacks to throw for 170 yards. Now, that statistic can be a little jaded because the running game, we gave up a lot of yards in the running game. So quarterbacks don't have to throw on us. They didn't really have to throw that much, but I'll take it.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes those numbers could be inflated because again, you lack it in somewhere else. 100% agreed. The Bills defense, this game against Pittsburgh Steelers, they allowed 166 total yards.
Yeah, they were great.
And Pittsburgh Steelers only ran 43 plays, man, against the Bills 74. So the Buffalo Bills played well, especially on defense this week.
Ball control. We had the ball control on offense, and we took care of business on defense. Prater missed another extra point. That scares me a little bit going forward. But a lot of kickers, that happens. I mean, let's just hope he doesn't need a big kick in a big moment. Honestly, I mean, I don't want it to come down to him having a kick. He can kick a 58-yarder if he needed to, but he's 42 years old, and I don't necessarily want that to happen.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, Todd? It's funny that you and I sit here, right? Whether we're on a podcast or whether we're on the phone together, and what you'll realize is that every team is going through the same shit. Look at the Giants. Just look at Koo last night. Look what he did. I mean, could you imagine had that been Prater or Tyler Bass?
Yeah,
what we calling for his head, man? Like, get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
Look at what the Eagles are going through.
Yeah.
So you start to realize that your one problem, just like in life, isn't unique. Every team is going through the same thing. That's why I say again, just find a way to win every week, because every week is going to be a different opponent, and every week is going to be a different task in front of you. So just find a way to get W, man.
We talked about it 2 podcasts ago. I said maybe this will be the rags to riches year. I mean, we seem to be in this spot every year. It seems kind of familiar, where we're like, it's the middle end of the season, and we're not sure what's going on, and then we pick up steam and we roll into the playoffs. But let this year be the year where we really just have the running game and we have the defense to stop whoever we face. And the rest of the league has kind of got the same issues that we do, whatever they are,
Everyone, like, case in point, this past weekend there was some big upsets.
Big time.
So again, you have teams that are dropping games that they have no business dropping, just like the Buffalo Bills. So you start to realize that, you know what, ain't no one problem. Again, just like in life, man, ain't no one problem unique, and
Yeah.
every team is going through it. Every team is going through it, and you're right. Hopefully, we can catch momentum at the right time, catch lightning in the bottom at the right time, and just take that with us throughout the course of the playoffs and onto a Super Bowl. Because, like I said, there's no way in the world, and I'm not hating it, even if it was our beloved Buffalo Bills. I'll be afraid to be in a New England Patriots situation where you
Totally.
won 10 games in a row
Yeah.
and the season's coming to an end. Now you're playing December football as well as playing December football. Now you're going into a playoff run.
Yeah.
I will not be happy with the. Listen, love the Yankees. I say it all the time. When the Yankees start winning, I say, listen, I don't mind them losing a couple of games in June,
Yeah.
maybe even after the All-Star game. But start the warm-up come August.
Yeah. You need that. You need that loss or two later on in the season to kind of check yourself and redirect your mindset. Buffalo went on a run a couple years ago, and I was like, they need. I don't like them. They're not going to win. They're not going to win 9 in a row, including the Super Bowl or whatever it was. I was like, that's not
Mm-hmm.
realistic. And sure enough, it didn't happen because they lost the game that they needed to win the most, and that was in the playoffs. So when you go on a roll like that, yeah, you need a loss. You need a loss or two to check yourself. Patriots are going to have a loss or two. One of them might be, I'm hoping, against us, and then all bets are off because if we do happen to beat them in 2 weeks, they're coming off a bye, so nothing happens to them this week. If we can get past the Bengals, uh, and then we can beat the Patriots, we're only a game back. We've split. And like we said, maybe the Patriots will have that other loss somewhere or two. There's an outside chance for the division. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to elaborate.
And I'm gonna tell you something that's funny, Todd. Actually, that game that they play against us, you're right. They do come off a bye, right?
Yeah,
So the game that they play against us, if they win that game, they clinch the division, so to speak.
pretty much. Yeah,
So
pretty
that
much.
game
Yeah.
against us is it's one of those. Let me see something because I think after us, I think they got the Ravens. So
Do
the
they? Yeah,
Ravens,
they may have the. I don't know.
yeah, they got. So after us, so they're on a bye, right? After us, they got us. They got the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, we're the toughest game in that group. The Ravens are tough too. They could lose to the Ravens. They could lose to us and the Ravens back to back. That could be their 2 losses. And if we can get on a run, we could jump them. It's
I I,
possible.
I say the same thing. Again, their schedule's been fairly easy, but you're right. Like the game against us is their hardest. The Ravens is at Baltimore, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never know how that goes. And then the next two games they play, it's against division opponents in the Jets and the Dolphins. So we know, regardless of what, those games are usually tough. So I think now they've hit that stretch where like it can happen.
It
It
can
can happen.
happen. And Miami maybe wants a little revenge because they had that crushing loss to the Patriots early on in the year. I don't know if you remember that game. It was a wild game. You had the two special teams returns back to back. I think Patriots had a kickoff return, then the Dolphins had a punt return. It was like one of those. And the Dolphins were up by a decent amount, and they let that one go. Dolphins are hanging around. They're playing spoiler. That's all they're doing. They got some
Yeah,
pride left in them. Maybe they can be an upset too. So
yeah. I don't remember that game too tough, but listen, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right on that. Um, that covers us, as a whole, as far as what we've done in the past week and pretty much what we've done leading up to now. Next week, man, Cincinnati Bengals. Talk to me. What you thinking?
I
Talk
think
to
if we got to establish the run, we always got to. Every team has to establish the run. You know, every team's got to establish the run. But if we can run like we did this past weekend, we'll keep the ball out of Burrow's hands, and that's what we want. That's our main focus is worrying about their offense. I'm not worried about their defense. Their defense is trash. They're not good. We should be able to move the ball on them. Josh should be able to move around on that defense.
me.
We got to worry about Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, tight end, decent running back, and Joe Burrow, who's an all-pro. So this might be, I'm trying to think, this might be the best offense we're going to face all year. In all reality, this might be the best offense with Burrow being back on the Bengals.
They can move the ball, man. They can move the ball. they got a high-powered offense. Again, Joe Burrow came back this week. Chase immediately over 100 yards. Obviously, what's new as far as that goes.
Yeah.
They ran 80 plays last week against the Ravens, and they
Yeah.
had 22 first downs. So
Yeah. They did
again,
great.
they can move the ball.
They can move the
The,
ball. They have a good kicker.
the
They have a
Bills
good
are just
kicker.
gonna have to be.
So offensively,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be our job. It's going to be the defense that's going to have to step up, and the secondary is going to be put on notice. I think Hairston's going to have to lock up. He's the speedster. Who's he going to lock up on? They're going to have to. They didn't play him a lot this past week because he's coming out of concussion protocol. They saw how the Bills saw how the game was going against the Steelers. They didn't put Hairston was only out there for 16 plays, and I think that's because they were trying to preserve his head. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to have a bigger role, and he may be locked on to Jamar. Well, Benford probably will because he's the more experienced guy, but Hairston's gonna have a big role.
But Benford had a strong showing this past week as well.
He did. He did. He
And
might be defensive player of the week. I don't know if that's come out yet.
no, I ain't see it yet, but
Yeah.
he can use it again. It's something that same with Keon. Jumping back on our boys.
Yeah.
Benford and Keon, they both. Keon needed that touchdown, man. He
Of
he
course he
really
did.
did, and Benford needed a week like the one he just came off of because he's been like a no show. I mean, like
Yeah.
like like he ain't been the same. Let's just say that much. Not a no
Nothing.
show.
Yeah.
Trey White had a good game too on
He
the
did.
low.
He had that early defensive pass deflection early on, and that got him fired up.
Yeah, so Trey White had a good game on the low. As far as the Cincinnati Bengals, again, they can move the ball. They can move the ball. The Buffalo Bills are just gonna have to listen. They gotta show up, man.
They do.
It's a home game.
Yeah.
Thank God for that, right? It's a home game, right? Am I
It's a home
wrong?
game, and it's a 1 o'clock game, which I like too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can get
And
my
all
rest.
the players like to play the 1 o'clock games. They'd rather be 1 o'clock games at home than playing night games. Players don't like the night games.
Right, yeah. So
So
it's a lot to like. Is a lot to process. Hopefully we get some boys back. Hopefully Dion. You heard anything on him yet? As far as Dion coming back?
he probably will. I don't know if his concussion was serious. I think they were just being cautious. Well, concussion protocol, that's like an NFL rule now. If you're
Yeah,
if
you
you,
got
if you,
yeah,
you
five
got to sit
stages.
out. Yeah. Spencer Brown, I'm not sure about, but you know what? Vandermark played well, and if Spencer Brown's shoulder isn't right, they'll keep Vandermark in there. And I think Dion will be back. I think Kincaid finally comes back. Um, Defensively, who we missing? Bernard. They were talking about if Bernard comes back, Shaq shouldn't sit. Shaq Thompson shouldn't, go back to the sideline. I don't think Bernard's ready to come back. I don't. I
No,
didn't hear anything about that.
listen, we ain't get much. We haven't really got much out of him.
No.
I think we've been so frustrated that we've been dropping certain games that we ain't even been too crucial on certain players. But if we being honest, we haven't really got much out of him as well, man, this
No.
year.
Bosa ended the game with a hamstring
Did
issue.
he? I knew
Yes.
nothing of it. Really?
We
Wow.
gotta we gotta watch the practice schedule because we can't afford to lose him because he does what he needs to do. He's a veteran. He's not getting the sacks, but he's getting the pressures. He's got, I think, 5 or 6 forced fumbles. We kind of really need him to play. We don't want Epineza and Rousseau to be our defensive ends going against the Bengals. I don't think we need Bosa in there
Yeah, they definitely need to keep Bosa on a pitch count because
because of the hamstring. I don't know if he'll play. I don't know if he'll play. That could be a tough loss.
I read something today that says Joey Bosa is leading the NFL in forced fumbles.
Yep, he
He
is.
is, he is tied for the franchise record with 5, and it's
Yeah.
only week 13. So
I know. Yeah, he's done his job in that regard. He doesn't have a ton of sacks, but he's putting pressure on the quarterback, and we can't really afford to lose him. So I'm wondering if they'll keep him. If it's a hamstring, they may not play him. We'll see. It's early in the week, but we kind of need him. I think offensively we might be back. Palmer didn't play. He should be back, but I don't know if
hopefully,
that makes a difference. I don't know. Kincaid makes
listen.
a difference.
Oh, definitely. Listen. I think if we can get Kincaid back as well as Palmer, and you throw him in there with a Brandon Cooks.
It opens it up more.
Yeah. Listen. If it doesn't make a difference, how about this? I at least want to see it for myself because
Of course.
I
Yeah.
think. Listen, we put more wheels out there, fast guys.
Yep.
Listen, see if you can create some separation. I mean, but then again, we're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, so we won't really know nothing until maybe the following week when we play
Yeah.
maybe the Patriots or somebody after that.
Yeah, the
Because
Patriots will be a gigantic test for us. If we can get past the Bengals, again, their defense is not good. It hasn't been all year. So we got a chance offensively to get things right and maybe mix it up a little bit. Maybe Josh can throw it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see.
let's see, man. Hopefully, like I said, like we've said, week after week, there's a big game.
Every
Buffalo
week.
Bills need to pull out a victory. Listen, we've put ourselves in a position that the margin for error is very small.
Yeah.
And
Bengals, Patriots, Eagles, Jets to the last game of the year. We're probably going to need that for seeding or something. We can not. That's not going to be a game. Plus, it's the last game at Highmark. But that Jets game, they've looked better too. We can't mess around with that game either. We might need that for something, whether it's the 5 seed, 6 seed, whatever, or just to get into the playoffs. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. We got another game there that's not so easy. You got that in front of you? We got Eagles. We got Bengals, Patriots, Eagles, Jets.
right now, but we've got
No,
left
that's
on.
it. That's it. 4 more games.
Let me see.
Because we're what? We're 8-4. We got 5 more games. 8-4.
8-4. So
Yeah.
I'm actually going to that last game and I'm actually giving away tickets. I got a ticket giveaway for them. I'm gonna promote it maybe more after this week. Not maybe, but yes, I'm gonna promote it more after this week.
Oh, good.
Got a ticket giveaway for that game as well. But I'll be at that last game in Highmark. Listen, I could deal with the cold. I just hope it don't snow or rain, man.
Yeah, I can
Like,
deal with the snow. I don't like the cold.
you know what? Yeah, you know what? I second that. I can actually probably I can deal with the snow.
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with the rain, man. That I don't feel like doing. Let me see something. That's that, Todd. Pretty much. Listen, you got to give us a parlay, man. Like you, Toscadamus.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
Toscadamus, man. It's Toscadamus moment, man. What you got?
Bengals
Oh
game
wait,
is going to
this
be
thing it just came up. Let me
okay.
before we get into Toscadamus, let's talk about what we got left. We got left the Bengals, the Patriots.
Yeah.
The one you missed was the Cleveland Browns, the Eagles,
That's what it was.
and the Jets.
Cleveland Browns. We don't want that to be
Cleveland.
we don't want that to be a trap game in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it's we get past the Bengals, we get the revenge against the Patriots, and we see the Eagles a couple games away because that could be like maybe a Super Bowl thing.
Right.
We don't want the Browns to be a trap game. So that game might be tougher than we think because it could be in Cleveland. It is in Cleveland, and it's against a great defense. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see. So again, we paused it there for a second, but let's get back to Toscadamus.
All right.
What's on the table? What you got, bud?
I think the Bills offense is going to have to keep up with the Bengals offense, and I think it's going to be a little more high scoring, and I think it might come down to a Prater field goal, and hopefully not a long one, but I think we'll get like a 3-point victory out of it, and I think it's going to be like a 29-26 type game or a 30-27 type game. We're going to need that late field goal by Prater. He's going to have to show up. He hasn't really had to kick a late game field goal because we haven't played great. He's going to have to show up like he did against the Ravens in the first game and kick that winning field goal. I think that's what's going to happen.
These chip shop extra points, man.
Yeah.
It's starting to scare me.
Yeah.
Starting to scare me. Any what you going today? 2, 3, 4, 5 leg parlay. What you got? Give me some more. Toscadamus, what you got, buddy?
I think that'll be
We
kind
should
of
actually keep track of this, man, because you usually spot on.
I wish.
You're usually pretty good at it, man.
I think the running game will show up again. I think Cook and Davis are going to be a 1-2 punch. I think Josh is ignited now. He's ready to go. I'm still not sold on the passing game. If Kincaid can play and he can be healthy, I think Kincaid gets a touchdown coming back. I think it's going to be more of the same like last week. Not 29 times running the same running play, but I think Davis is going to be good. I think he can get 40, 50 yards. And Josh is going to do what he does. Josh is going to have, I think he's going to have a 3-touchdown game, whether it's 2 rushing and throwing or 2 throwing and a rushing. I think Josh is going to have 3 touchdowns.
Has he thrown over 300 yards? You know, actually, Uh,
Possibly.
I don't know if he did it yesterday, but uh, Drake May hasn't had a 300-yard game yet this season.
No, no, he hasn't. You're right. I saw that
I
statistic.
ain't checked yesterday's numbers, but I know leading up to yesterday, he ain't have a 300-yard game
I
yet.
mean, listen, if Josh is going to throw for 300 yards, some receiver is going to have a big game, unless it's Ty Johnson or Cook going for a couple of long runs after a catch. I mean, maybe Kincaid gets 100 yards, but he might be a little rusty. I don't know. Maybe
Listen,
Cooks will show up. Maybe Brandon Cooks will have 75 yards, 4 catches for 75 yards or something, and a touchdown. I don't know.
I don't care how they do it, just get it done.
Just do
That's
it.
that's my model. Listen, just get it done. What by all means necessary, man. Just get it done, man. Ty, that's all I got on my plate. You got anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, let's just keep it rolling. We're getting to that time of the year where it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. Every week for us kind of is like a little mini playoff game going forward. We got ourselves in a hole. We got to dig ourselves out of it.
Yep. The last thing I'll leave with is again, we ain't letting Joe Brady off the hook yet.
No.
Hopefully he can do a lot better. He's still predictable. He's still running on first downs.
Yeah.
He's still doing that bullshit ass screenplay.
I know he did it. I was like, what? Why are you doing it?
So
here's what I want to say real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
When you see Justin Jefferson sitting all alone on the Gatorade bucket because the Vikings are garbage, okay? He's disgruntled. I'm telling you right now, if he shows any signs of not wanting to be in Minnesota, this is Bean's chance to go get probably the best wide receiver in the NFL. I don't care what he does on draft day. Go get him. Give up future firsts. Give up whatever you need to give up to go get Justin Jefferson. Be on the alert for that because he is not happy and they got no hope in sight. They were so stupid for getting rid of Sam Darnold. Like when they got rid of him for J.J. McCarthy, I'm like, what are you doing? Like Sam Darnold had a nice year. J.J. McCarthy's garbage. They got no hope in sight. So he's going to be he's had a horrible year, Justin Jefferson, and he doesn't deserve that. Be aware and be ready for him to be so unhappy he's going to demand a trade. Let's hope so.
Listen, it's funny you say that because I'm actually going to post in a little bit. Khalil Shakir has 3 touchdowns this year, right?
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah.
How many do you think Justin Jefferson has?
I think he doesn't have a lot. Maybe the same or 2. I don't know. 2. What a shame. Because that dude is the best in the league. I'm sorry.
That's nothing but talent, man.
Yeah.
And listen, you seen Adam Thielen? He just went.
I saw that.
He just signed with the Steelers.
Let's go get him.
Right. He said who Adam Thielen?
Yeah, just to see what happens. Possession receiver.
He just signed with the Steelers. They released. He asked to get released this week.
Okay.
Last week I think it was, and the Steelers put out a statement yesterday, granted him that, releasing him, and he just signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers today.
Yeah, listen, let him have him, man. He's not going to go far with them.
He's 35 years old, but you're right about Jetta, man. Go get him.
Go get, because there is literally no hope in sight for the Vikings at the quarterback position. There isn't. What J.J. McCarthy has shown, he is not ready to play NFL football, and Justin Jefferson is not happy, and let's just keep an eye out on that.
Whatever they want, give it them. Listen, you did it for Stephon Diggs.
Not
Justin
the same,
Jefferson is a much better receiver at this point in time than what Stephon Diggs was.
Yeah.
But still, whatever they want, give it them, man.
Whatever they want. This is the moment that Bean can be like, all right, I'm going to give them whatever they want. Go get Justin Jefferson. Could you imagine that? I can't imagine it.
Justin Jefferson and Josh Allen on the same
I can't
team?
imagine it. Forget about it, man.
Listen, that'll be something.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's not that we're going to get Justin Jefferson, but that he's going to want out of Minnesota just because there's no hope in sight.
And hopefully, us fans have pissed Brandon Bean off so much, that he says, "You want a fucking receiver? Here's your fucking
Here you
receiver."
go.
And he gives us whatever it is that we want.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm tired of hearing your shit. Listen." Because at some point, the guy got to think, listen, my job is on the line here, man. Even though I got a great relationship with the Pagulas, let me give these people what they want. So I'm going all in or nothing. And hopefully that's the case, man. But that's good. That's a very good hot take on that, man.
One more thing that's not going to be such a hot take for us is, well, it's a hot take, but not really. I just saw that the Patriots have the most cap room in the entire NFL. They've got $60 million to play with in the offseason. That I don't like.
Oh yes, listen, but we knew that coming into this year.
Jefferson could go there, and then I'm going to be upset.
Nah, don't even.
Sorry, man.
Don't even say that.
60 mil they got to play with.
What? Listen, he goes there. Wow.
It's a wrap. It might be a wrap if he goes there. Not always. You know, no, that's not necessary. That's not true. But
yeah, you know what? Let's not even put that in the air.
No. Wow. But they got the most cap room.
I don't know what I'll do if he goes there, man. But yeah, we knew that coming. Listen, like I said, the Patriots played their cards right, man. Unlike the Jets and unlike the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They've played their hand right. And listen, they deserve everything that they've gotten to date. But I know one thing. They play us first round of playoffs, they out of here. Finito.
No, yeah, I got a good feeling about that. And that is a possibility, especially if we're the 7 seed and they're the 2 seed and it's the first game in New England. I like our chances. No doubt about it. And if this is going to be the year, you got to look at, this might be a year where there's no Mahomes and no Lamar. Okay? And if Josh can't get us to the Super Bowl, if those two dudes are out, I don't know if we'll ever get there, because those two guys were always our biggest threat.
Yep.
You know?
Listen, I look forward to playing them in the playoffs. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
I really do. And like you said, if we can't get to the playoffs without with an absent Mahomes, possibly an absent Lamar, then this shit has been a lie all these years.
And and because we're looking at Bo Nix, Drake May, okay, great. Daniel Jones, okay, great. CJ Stroud, who hasn't been great. All right, awesome. Maybe Lamar gets in if he wins the division, but it could be Aaron Rodgers could win the division. Okay, great. We beat the shit out of you. Josh would be the best quarterback in the playoffs, hands down. So let's see if we can get on a roll.
And you get a Herbert too, isn't what's the Chargers situation? Isn't the Chargers?
Yeah, no, they're in a good spot. I'm not afraid of Herbert though. I never have been for some reason. They never scared me. He never scared me that much. Like I said in our first podcast, let the Chargers come to Buffalo somehow, some way when it's 15 degrees. They won't know what to do with themselves.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. You're right. You're right. Listen, you made a lot of good points today, and I really love your take on Stephon Diggs on Justin Jefferson. I really love that take.
That's going to pick up some steam. I really think that. They were talking about it today. He's not happy. He didn't even talk to the media last week. It's the first time in his career. He's so frustrated.
That I did see. For him to have 3 touchdowns on a year, that's wow.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's going to have 1,000 yards on the year.
Wow. That's a shame. That's really wasted talent, man.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best wide receiver in the league, no doubt.
Arguably, no doubt. Absolutely.
Yep.
So Todd, that's it, man. We're wrapping up. We'll keep in contact throughout the week, nonetheless.
Yep.
Most importantly on a Sunday. And listen, big game again. Let's Buffalo Bills got to pull it off, man. Let's
do it. Let's get to 9-4 and keep it rolling.
Absolutely, Todd. We'll talk throughout the week, of course. Yep. We'll be back on Mondays. You know what it is, guys. Mondays with Todd. Again, we got pushed back this week because we wanted to give a take on the New England Patriots game.
Yep.
But nonetheless, we'll be back on Monday. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe. And Todd, man, get us out of here, man. Hit me with a let's go Buffalo or something, buddy. Get us out of here.
Go Bills. That's all I got to say. Go Bills always.
Go Bills, man. Drink your water, eat your veggies. When it comes to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business.
Let's go
Buffalo.
Always. Peace.
Peace, Todd.
Man, you guys are as tough as nails. Team above everything else, huh? Have a good time. Love y'all. Wait, 1, 2, 3.